Welcome to Smoltzy Friends. Today's episode will be about celebrating families and the special bond between grandparents and their grandchildren. Are you ready? Let's dive right in. I want to look into what being a grandparent means, the joys, lessons, and the incredible love that comes with this great gift. Being a parent and grandparent, next to being a husband to my wife Karen, is one of life's greatest blessings. I never knew you could love someone more than I could love my wife and children until we had grandchildren. I don't have words to explain it. I saw a shirt that said, if I knew grandchildren were this much fun, I would have had them first. Now, that's a funny shirt, but I believe having children, I was able to understand loving and caring for someone besides my wife and I. Plus, having grandchildren has allowed me to have some do-overs that I didn't get a chance to do when our kids were younger. There's nothing like watching your grandchildren grow and even learning from them. Again, I believe grandparents have a different kind of love for their grandbabies. I just can't explain it. I love how we have the ability to nurture them, to spoil them a little, and to share some snacks with them. Parent approval. I think the most important thing is being present with them, and I would believe other grandparents listening would agree. Whether it's sitting outside and watching the birds, or filling up the bird feeders together, or maybe it's baking something with them. The key thing is being present in their life. Their brains are still developing, so you are showing them what love and relationship means. The best times is reading bedtime stories or rocking them to sleep. These may feel like small moments, but I feel they have long-lasting impressions. I can't wait till they get older, and I can share on them when they participate in activities, whether in a performance or a sporting event. I want to shout their name from the sidelines or my chair. One of the big things I love is the laughter they bring. They have just a great wit, and they bring such joy into our lives. They don't look through life with the same lens as I do. At this age, they don't have any fear. They dance, sing without fear, and they believe they can do anything. Another great moment is to pass down wisdom. It could be about things I did when I grew up, what life was like when I was their age. It could also be family recipes or memories I had while cooking with my grandparents. Food was a big thing in our family. A lesson I learned is they teach us as well. They keep us young and on our toes. They remind us to stay adventurous, never stop exploring. And yes, we are going to run and skin our knees. Sidebar, I struggle with this one, but we can cover this on another episode. As your kids move on to other areas of the country, grandparenting can look a little different. When I was younger, I was blessed to have both grandparents and great-grandparents in the same state, no more than 2 hours from my parents' house. Today, families are spread out, and thank goodness for technology. We're able to see them on their mobile phone or through some video calls. This never replaces seeing them in person, but it provides a consistent presence in their life. Another way is to make the most of the time we have, and however we can do that. At this time, I have a 4.5-hour drive for one grandchild and 30 minutes away for the other two. At the end of the day, being a grandparent isn't about gifts we give. It's about the love we share, the stories we tell, and the warmth of our hugs will stay with our grandchildren long after we're gone. So if you're a grandparent listening today, know that you are making a difference. Every smile, every word of encouragement, every lesson, there are things that shape a child's life in ways we may never fully see. Thank you for joining me today on Smoltzy Friends. If you have a special grandparenting story to share, I'd love to hear from you. Send me a message, and maybe we'll feature your story in a future episode. Until next time, keep sharing the love, the wisdom, and the joy that makes being a grandparent so special. Take care of yourselves and each other.